everybody, it's Audrey Berm from Audrey-Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a kiln opening. This one went to 2190. It's a slow cool. 2190 held for 10 minutes and dropped to 1900 for 30 minutes. So before we get started though, I have a few things to say. Okay, one thing to say. Thank you, Eilleen Ball, for buying me 5 coffees. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Eilleen. Okay, let's just get started and we can yak as we go. Small things. So this little trinket dish is Plainsman 340S, which is speckled buff. And this cutter is from Sue Butler at 3D Commotion. She's usually always in my description, the link to her shop. And this is 2 times Deep Firebrook Red. Just for a classic little Valentine trick dish. Cute, I like it. So I got a few things I got to put into the bisque and quickly get them out into Crowsbury Farms before Valentine's Day. And I don't mean the 13th. So I gotta get moving here. You've seen the Highland Coup before. This is also Sue's cutter. And I just made it Valentine's-y by sticking a little heart on it. And for those of you who don't know, I fire these once. I usually do them on Plainsman 340 Buff. And these are all stroke and coat. So gray hair, camelback, pinkaboo, old lace, and hot tamale. Always a crowd pleaser. This one is my 3D printed angel. Do I have her on the website yet? I could probably put her up today. And I mean, angels are good for all year round. I know I made it for Christmas, but anyway, it's 340 buff as well, which I usually do because there's a lot of clay exposed. And so I want the clay to look something other than white. But sometimes white, because I have some Highland Coups coming through that I mixed up the clay and they're white, whatever. They look fine. They look fine. So this is Sea Breeze, old lace, cafe au lait for her hair, and some yellow for the halo. I think it would be really nice to pipe on a little, brush on a little bit of gold luster, but this is good for now. All right. And then I have another little ornament that I just did. You may have seen on my short, the Love Endures clay cutter. Oh, I have them here. But anyway, this is the ornament. This one is like the 3-inch ornament. And again, it's the buff clay. And I left the clay exposed and then piped in with a real thin tip with tuxedo. Outside is hot tamale. And the leaves are actually 2 different greens, but they came out the same. So I'm not sure what happened there. Probably because it's buff. But, and I can't even remember what it was. So yeah, those would be really cute. They turned out better than I thought. So here's the cutters. The one you just saw is this one. And it turns out like that. And then there's a 6, an 8, and a 10-inch. So I'll just show you the 10-inch. And I'll just show you the inside. So where was that small one? This is the 10-inch. It still has that outer cutter. And this is the 3-inch. So it'd make a pretty big plate. Yeah, and I've had a few people order them already. So that was kind of cool. Thank you very much. Okay. I have one oyster dish. So this is another cutter of mine on my site. And there is a make-along and a glaze-along for these. And I will link them in the description. But basically I do them on Boeuf. I've done them on white clay as well. And it's 2 times soft white by Spectrum all over. And then 3 times fog in here and a little bit in here. And then 2 times blue rutile by Amico, just swooshed in here. That's, I don't know. And then a little bit here, here, and here. So the glaze-along will show you best how it's done step by step. And then the pearl here is 3 times snow. And you can go back and mother of pearl that pearl. Also, when you make this, you don't have to put a pearl on it. If you want the impression of a pearl, you could just like get one of those thick boba straws, or I've got a real tiny set of, just a set. I've got this set. So you can just pick a good size and then just make a little impression in the dish, and then you can have them stack, which is really nice. And I'm probably going to start doing that to some of them, not all of them. Some things that did not do so well. This little plate has, first of all, it is Plainsman 370, which is white stoneware, 3 times speckled engobe on the back by Mako, and these are kiwi underglazes. They don't look like kiwi underglazes. I've used kiwi underglazes. You've seen me use them. This is not them. So the berries are royal purple and this one, which is forest, and this, I believe, no, there's a olive on there. Then what I did, in the hopes that it would turn out like this plate, I put 2 times Moon River and then a 3rd really light coat. And that did not happen at all, not happy. So the greens completely changed and it looks like sand color on the white stoneware. So I don't know if it's my slow cool program. So let me know what you guys do with Moon River. Like, what firing are you using? How many coats do you put on? So then I tried it on a vertical piece. No go. Same colors. There's forest green, but then meadow green. That's it. And look at it, like the forest green or the meadow, I don't even know which one that is, went like pink. So that's Moon River. Yep. It is just weird. I don't know. So I'm going to refire that with a soft white in the hopes I can see if it just works better. The other one that I am disappointed with is my rose, which is a cutter that I sell. And this is what it looked like with just the underglaze on it. This is also white stoneware. And these are the colors. So it was Sangria is the darkest color. And Chili Red is the mid-tone. And Cerise is the light tone. And I put 2 to 3 coats of Mako's milk glass on here in the hopes that it would turn out like the tray, and it didn't. So And I knew that I didn't have to do a lot of blending or anything, because when I do the trays, it's just a solid color. If the if the top layer of white covers and does what it's supposed to, then it would all blend nicely. So anyway, no. So I'm going to put another coat of soft white on that and see what happens, maybe even two. But those two, Moon River and Milk Glass, not working for me yet. So it'd be really great if you let me know what you use it for and what your firings are. That would be awesome. Okay, now I did a couple of, this pot here this is a glaze I've had for a while. Thought I brought it out here. Yeah, I did. It is Georgie's Chartreuse Matte. And I have had this since I started. Just sat in the back of the cupboard, right? And I put it on my carved bowl, which is white stoneware. It's very matte. Very, very matte. See? And if I look closely, it actually crazed. So I'll try and get that on the picture. So it's a nice color, but yeah, I'm not crazy about it just like this. What I had used it for before were just like little accents, and then it worked great. It even, like if you put it on top of white, if I had little flowers and leaves and I made the little leaves white first and then just put a little bit of the chartreuse on, it looks so beautiful, especially with flowers being rhubarb or something. So Georgie's Chartreuse Matte. So I might refire it, put a jungle gem on it right now. I might do that. Okay, this carved vase is in and out layered fern. That's it. Just wanted to have a real good example of what that would be like. So in, out. Meh. It's okay. I'd use it in combos maybe. But anyway, it's a pretty vase. Somebody will really like it. Somebody who loves green. And like in the carving, it did settle turquoise, and that's kind of cute. So yeah, it's all right. Now, this tray is just blue rutile. It is done on Boeuf. And a little baking dish, I guess. It's just plain because I was testing. So my next one is has texture on the outside and handles, so I gotta clean that up and then do it. But I made them with the set from Amazon. So this is the smallest one. And then it goes all the way up to, apologies, but I don't have a lot of room here to maneuver, so. And I like them because they're deep. And I like the oblong shape. So yeah, they're by, I guess you say ORIISIN. And I bought quite a few sets. Like I've got the deep dish round and an oval. Yeah, but they have actually flowers, and I think there's even like a Mickey Mouse shape or something like that. But it worked out pretty good. And yeah, I'm liking it. So you just form it around the wooden block, and then, take it out, and as it dries, make sure you compress your rims. Always compress your rims. And yeah, I like it. I think the round one will be really cute with a spoon in it for dips and so on. the other blue rutile piece, and I'm looking for just an easier way to do it. And I gotta tell you guys, I can't stand pinch potting. It is not my gig. I don't know. I start doing it and my hands hurt. You know, no, not. So this one I did with two bowls put together, not pinch pot. I took it out of a slab, formed it over a circle, a ball, made two bowls, stuck them together, and then, you know, added these. And anyway, I'm trying to find the easiest way to do it before I put a tutorial up. But I love it. I want some poppies, some ceramic poppy heads in my garden. So yeah, and it's just blue rutile. I mean, it's perfect. Yeah. Very cute. And then I put a hole, and like without even knowing what I'm going to stick in there. So, you know, it might work, it might not work. I'll just drill it out if it doesn't work. But before I do a toot, I'll make sure that I know what to recommend putting in there. Anyway, cute. I like it. All right. Another rose plate and 370 white stoneware, 3 times speckled engobe, and I love Coyote rhubarb. It's not matte, it's not glossy, it's in between, and I've always loved it, and I was out of her so long, and I'm so glad I have it back. So it's this one. Coyote rhubarb. It's just so pretty. Yep. One glaze, just so pretty. All right. Then I have this plate, 2 plates, and I put the Underglaze transfer on, and I used these 3 watered down. So this is rosy pink and coral orange and blush pink. I put the Underglaze transfer down, and then I just took a brush, these ones that you recommended, Carlin, from May Blossom, and thinned out the Underglaze and then just patted it on top of the hearts. So not staying in the lines, just so some are of each color, and I like it. And then on top is 2 times white opal. You can't even tell. I was hoping you could tell a little more because I like it with the cloud you get with white opal. And then I did a larger plate. Cute. Yep, I like it. You don't need to sit there and paint within the lines, you know. Okay. New glaze. I was intrigued. Okay, it's on my carved vase, 370 white stoneware, and this is the glaze. It is Laguna Sang de Boeuf. Not bad, eh? I like it. Got a couple little pinholes in the bottom, but yeah, showed the carving well. Look at all that interest in the glaze. Sang de Boeuf. It's oxblood. It means oxblood. This does not look anything like the Mako oxblood, but yeah, lovely. And then I tried it on chocolate clay with a texture. And look at that. Not bad. That's not bad. So Anna, I'll put that on your Glazes for Dark Clay Bodies page on Facebook. I'm almost at the end here. Good. So, all right. Let's go for one more sort of fail. Guess what this is? 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You tell me what happened. That's what I want to know. White stoneware, 3 times. You know my program. Where is that fabulous glaze that all of you are getting? That's what I want to know. And it crazed all over the place. Not saying any more. Okay. 2 more pieces. This one is another one, frozen pond that with a cebulous combo on it. White stoneware, 3 times holly green, 2 times iron luster, 3 times holly green by Spectrum, running hot chowder dots, and 2 times textured kiwi by Spectrum. What a fave. I love it. That is a fave. Okay. And last piece. Oh, no, wait a second. I did a refire. You might have saw this on the last. I'll see if I'll put a picture here, what it looked like before. And so what I did was put 3 times textured turquoise. Yeah, 3 times textured turquoise on a band. And then 2 times winterwood. And now it looks kind of cool. Except, it crazed. It did craze. So I don't know about selling a bowl with the inside crazed. I don't think so. It's going to probably have to stay with me. But anyway, looks a lot better. I really like that a lot better. So, all right, last piece. It's another one of my textured trays, and these rollers are from Sue 3D Commotion, and I used it's on buff clay. I used the royal purple by Kiwi and the olive green by Kiwi, and then my 2 times soft white, and this is what I love right here. So you see, like, that rose could look pretty cool, right? But there's just not enough. It's just not covering the underglaze enough. If I wanted underglaze to show just the underglaze, I would have spent time blending and feathering. But I knew that I wanted this, so it wasn't going to really matter. Anyway, I like it. I think it looks great. So that's the back. The shape is on my website, free. And like I said, these rollers are from Sue Butler. So All right. That's that one. I got to get another one in. So thank you for hanging out with me. Bless all you people who are in the freezing cold. Here where I am in Canada, like it almost feels like spring today. And it's because we have the mountains here. We're in a valley, and then the ocean over here. And it's like the mildest in Canada. That's why everybody wants to move here. I'm so fortunate. Anyway, so really, I am really feeling for you people in the cold, because that is something that I cannot stand. All right, thank you very much. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the above. And I really appreciate you being here. Love all my YouTube buddies and all my subscribers. And thank you so much for hanging out. Peace out.